Hello, happy Monday, Monday motivation, hashtag and all that jazz. Don't forget to double tap or drop me in a like down below. I'd appreciate that very much before we kick off. It helps you out a lot, so don't forget, double tap. Really appreciate that, and also drop me in a comment as well if you're feeling brave this morning. Drop me in a smiley face, a thumbs up, a bicep emoji, a hello. It all helps. Right, now what I want to talk about today is imagine yourself in 6 weeks' time. Now, one of the things that we do as humans is we tend to look backwards. Now, particularly when we do things like diets or fitness programs, we always tend to look back on the things we've done in the past, and that's our benchmark for success in the future, which is why diet companies tend to make a lot of money. Because what happens is you lose a bit of weight on a diet, one of the mainstream ones. You put the weight back on, as most people do, and then what you do is you go back to that diet because you remember that it worked. And it's quite a common trait, and we all do it, I do it, we all do it, we all say, well, this happened, we look back. Now, what we should be doing, in my opinion, is look forwards. We don't do enough of looking forwards. And like when I speak to women who want to join our women only group fitness program, one of the things that I do is I help them to look forwards instead of backwards and say, well, actually, where do you want to be instead? So if you're in a position of pain, you're tired, you're uncomfortable, you're overweight, well, that's where you are now. What happens in 6 weeks if you make certain changes? So let's do this now. Imagine yourself in 6 weeks' time if you did two things. Firstly, exercised for about 2.5 hours a week. Yeah, let's work on the basis of exercising roughly around 2.5 hours a week, split into different, obviously, sections. So let's say, I'll tell you what, let's keep it simple. Let's say 3 45-minute exercise sessions a week, so 2 hours, 15 minutes, okay? Split across 3 different days, yeah? Varied workout, toning workout, complete body workout, not too intense, not going to wipe you out, but make you feel good, yeah? That's first thing. Imagine doing that 3 times a week for 6 weeks. Second thing is, imagine having a system in place for managing your food, so you're in control of what you're eating without going hungry, and you'll see some weight loss results as well in 6 weeks. Okay, so imagine those two things and imagine yourself in 6 weeks' time, how would you feel? Yeah? Or ask yourself the question, how do I want to feel in 6 weeks' time? Not how you feel now, how would I feel in 6 weeks? And that's kind of the mindset you want to get into. You want to be focused on this goal, because a lot of people use motivation as sort of a crutch. They say, oh, I'll do something when I'm motivated. Well, if you feel like crap, when do you expect that motivation to start? So actually, it's probably better to think in the future and think, well, actually, if in 6 weeks' time, where would I want to be? And that will change your state. And if you change your state, you're more likely to change your behaviour. The problem is, if you don't do anything and don't start, you're putting that backwards. And while you're doing that, you're staying in this feeling of where you are. So when I speak to women on the phone about joining our program, I always get them focused on the future. Where do you want to be in the future? Where are we going here? If that makes sense, yeah? Instead of, let's not talk about now or what you've done. Let's understand where you're coming from, of course, but let's focus you on the future so you can feel like optimistic and feel like what you're doing is going to make a difference. Those two things particularly. So that exercise for 2.25 hours at least a week, and also get control of your nutrition and your diet. Imagine that. Imagine where you'd be in 6 weeks if you did those two things. All we need to do then is give you the opportunity and the strategy to be able to do that. So if you want to have a chat with me about our 6-week transformation program in our Women Only Group Fitness program, I'm happy to discuss with you what we can do in the next 6 weeks and how that can make you feel energetic, confident, attractive, all the things you want. All you need to do is drop a comment in below, comment with yes, or send me a direct message, and we'll have a chat and we'll see if and how we can help you. Okay? If we can, fantastic. If not, at least you asked. Okay, that's the most important thing, which oftentimes is enough to motivate you and make you feel instantly better just by asking for help. And help is available. Yeah, don't wait for lockdown to end. Don't wait for the gyms to reopen on the 12th of April. That's 6 weeks away. I think it's 7 weeks away, actually, funnily enough. I think it's a 5-week month. So be careful. Just be careful. Comment with yes. We'll see if and how we can help, and we'll get you in that place where you can start your thinking forward about the next 6 weeks and how good you can feel in that time. Don't forget, drop me a double tap before you go if you're feeling generous, and also if you want to share this video as well on your timeline. I'd appreciate that as well. Have a good day.